Hello guys and welcome to the 26th installment of Decisive Podcast.
Buy our merch.
We have no merch. How are we all, fellow guests?
How are you, more importantly?
I am well.
You are
Well.
well. Let me tell you about it. Wellity.
And how are you?
I'm pretty good, mate. Can't complain.
Right, a funny start to the episode.
It is.
Right, wild
Giddy mood.
You make my heart sing.
Wow.
Today we will bring you the topic of our own personal top 15 tracks that we would use to torture someone. We'll get onto that in a moment.
Yeah.
We've got Unsigned Week.
Yes, with a review from a band that are unsigned.
Yep.
Excellent. Stay
Wild.
tuned.
First,
the news.
the news. Starting off with a very exciting announcement, especially for us because we live in Milton Keynes.
I assume though this is going to attract attention from countrywide kind of basis, and maybe beyond the waters of our fair kingdom.
Yes, which is such a lovely kingdom, part of the UK and EU for now. Rammstein have announced a one-off UK show for next year, and that is at Milton Keynes Stadium, repping the Dons, and that will be...
Alright, I got one.
I needed one also,
I see.
but I put it over there. Compose yourself. Right, so, yeah, Rammstein playing in UK Stadium, very excited. It's literally a 10-second
MK
walk.
Stadium, not even just a UK stadium, MK
I thought it
Stadium.
was MK. Silly
You
me.
definitely said UK, but it is a stadium in the UK.
Silly sausage. So, yeah, I'm pumped. Tickets have already gone on sale for Lifad members, the Rammstein fan club members.
Okay.
And more will go on sale properly on Thursday, where I will be ready and waiting to be disappointed when they sell out. I phoned them today, and you can't buy them at the stadium. It's annoying. Literally a 10-second, literally, no exaggeration, a 10-second walk from my workplace.
That is...
Very exciting. So, that's that. Moving on to our next story. Is it the death of Creeper? Dun, dun, dun.
Probably not.
Probably not. So they had their show recently in somewhere, and journalists, and they said at the end of the show, "Thank you for coming to the show. This is our last show." But a lot of people are very sad about it. A lot of people are speculating that it's just the end of the current era.
I mean, it's not the
Callous
first
Heart
time.
era, I think.
Not the first time that a band have done something.
Oh, David Bowie did it at one point in his life.
That is very true.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think Creeper are gone? Do you think they're staying? Do you think either of those options? Let us know.
I'm hard pressed to think of another. It's not coming to me.
No. Not coming back to me. So the topic. Let's get on with the topic.
Let's get down with the topic.
So 15 tunes. that we would use to torture someone. Now really, we can't really specify this because obviously if we chose to torture John, our tech guy, for example, he might like some of these tracks. So this is kind of
It's
more of
more...
a spoiler of like what we hate, really.
Yeah, that's arguable. It's certainly what I would use to torture myself in my sadistic ways.
MOIST moist.
Camp Moose.
Moose. So who wants to get going? Oh, hi Sophie. Who wants to get going first? Shall we take the lead this time? You took the lead last time. Shall I take the lead?
I couldn't remember who took the lead, but you can take the lead.
Because I want to finish with Fergie last time. Spoiler alert, check
Yes.
out the last one.
Yeah.
So I'll take the lead this time so you can finish us off.
Okay, that
Dirty
sounds
boy.
reasonable. So,
Sounds reasonable. Quite.
I mean, are we gonna? We're not just gonna list them off and
No, we'll do my 15th, your 15th, go down to our first.
right.
Alternation.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I mean, I haven't actually ordered mine in terms of like what would be best.
Mine, some of them like the top, like the last three are kind of in order, and the first one. Other than that, not really.
Okay. I mean, all of mine are just god awful, in my opinion. There are a couple that aren't dreadful, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. So we'll talk about all of them sort of as we go through, I guess.
Yeah, and we've kept it in the style of rock and metal, pretty much.
I'm going to say entirely, but...
Mine has one that isn't, but there's a reason why they're included in the rock and metal genre, or community, should I say. And
I'm giving too much away there then. Spoiler alert, I don't think Kieran thinks that they deserve to be part of the genre, just the community, which is...
But they're definitely not rock or metal.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm intrigued. Colour me picked.
Oh, it's on Instagram.
On Twinstagram. Excellent episode
New company
name.
with forwarding.
Twinstagram.
So let's we'll discuss each one as well, like to bulk it up a bit.
Yeah.
Because I know some of you have views on. So I'm going to start off with... I'm going to go straight to the deep end with one of the shittest bands of all time. My playlist would open with Sorry You're Not a Winner by Enter Shikari.
Wow, you are just breaking my heart a little bit here.
Just don't think you understand. Yeah, so Sorry Not a Winner, it holds personal shit to me because, not personal, like deep personal, but back in the Trebo days of growing up, with all the Grebos and the Scene Kids, this was the Scene Kid anthem, and I was a Grebo, and we just weren't keen with each other. And
Fair enough.
I hate clapping in songs.
I hate clapping. It's awful thing.
So
I'm much more privy to a pat on the back, sir.
Jazz hands. I'm in Manchester University, don't you know? Oh, fuck.
The internet's a fucking brilliant place.
It is, where we are, in 3 locations, also on YouTube
Oh
and Twitch.
my god!
I say also, you might be watching on YouTube and Twitch, so also on Facebook. Oh.
That told you.
That's how they do it, Robert. So, yeah, that my feelings for Enter Shikari aren't silent. I think they're fucking god-awful. Great news to show you guys later at the end of the podcast, and... that is...
You can't do that, you fucking Titterino. Quinton Titterino.
Wow. Mark that down. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on Enter Shikari's... Well, my choice of song?
I think there are, even in my opinion, as like a fan of what once I was a fan of, I'm sure that made sense in ye old English. Thank you. But no, back then I can't really say much about it because I was a massive fan at the time, and
Loosely translates, you're a massive Scene Kid.
I'm wearing a low-rise t-shirt, so yeah, with skinny jeans and high-top trainers right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't label things, you see.
No.
But yeah, I was a dirty Scene Kid. And I must die.
Applications for a new co-host go out on Tuesday.
Thanks.
So yeah,
I personally feel like you could have gone for something off of the newer albums, and that would have been perfectly acceptable.
Albums.
Neither do I. They're dreadful.
Yeah, and because I've got such a personal hatred for that, I'm going to stick with that. But so yeah, that is my first pick. Now, yeah, like I said, not keen, absolutely diabolical stuff. But alas, sick. Hi Twitch, how's it going? 5 viewers. So. Yeah, I can't stand it, and the droniness of it would...
Fair enough.
It's a great introduction to someone wanting to end their life.
Cool.
So I can't even see that far anyway.
That's absolutely fine. It's good to have things enlarged for you, isn't it? How many views on Twitch?
5.
I count 7, my doll. Keeping on the topic of seeing kiddery then, do you remember an atrocious stain on humanity that is Broken Side?
Oh, yes I do.
Brie fucking Brie.
Yeah, I remember Broken Side.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
What song have you gone for?
Brie.
Oh, it's actually called Brie.
It's called Brie.
Right,
Who writes a song about fucking cheese?
I hate Broken Side with a passion, as you'll find out later. Yeah, different song choice, however. So yeah, Brie, go through it.
Excellent. I mean, interestingly enough, they're still releasing music. They actually had an album out this year, which I just find despicable of the world. But yeah, I just don't get their style. I don't get why so many rappers buy into it, and so many rappers genuinely are like I want to work with Brokenside. Who the fuck ever said that? And tried to not kill their career.
Jake Moore is here.
I thought you said, yeah.
He says play Wonderwall.
Wow.
Not that kind of podcast.
No, we are
But it
not
is torture.
a radio
It
station.
could be torture. Look at my Wonderwall. It's Nick Oasis.
Nick Oasis.
Yeah, Brokenside are goddamn awful. And I remember the whole...
We're marketing for Nick Oasis on our Twinstagram.
We're collaborating.
Even in words.
Joined by Crop. Or Rearan. Sorry, bad sex movie, isn't it? The Rearan.
That's one in the Samakutra.
Oh, yes. Anyway, so...
we do actually have a topic.
the whole Brie aspect. Oh, Brie. I got the pig squealing.
I don't care for onomatopoeia in that kind of form.
On a Bria.
Hey, fucking hell, they're flying out tonight.
7 episodes named to choose from.
Might have to fucking name
So
next
horrendous.
week.
So yeah, that is torture. I would agree with you there.
I just think their whole image as a band is ridiculous.
I don't know how they got so big. Like, people had to like that music.
The thing is, I'm not sure if anybody does. They're just...
I remember back in the day, people like Ian Rowe playing that happily, and it was just sickening to the core.
Yeah, that's not okay in the world.
Listen to these screams. I would rather not, to be honest.
So have you got next?
So for my next pick is Heart-Shaped Glasses by Marilyn Manson.
Interesting.
This is the first song that he released, which signified a downfall for him. I remember Manson being sick, then a new album. Oh, there's a new song. I remember being at a house party at like 15 years old, 16 maybe, and we tuned into Sky to watch the new song, and it was just fucking horrendous. So...
It's a shame, really. We've been over this quite a few times in previous episodes, but it's just... What can you do?
Not go to his live show at a festival is what you can do.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah,
but
so did I, my first Manson show.
I'll never knock it until I try it, and I tried it, and I'm going to knock it. It was awful.
You stick by your word, you do.
It was just shit.
Yeah.
Absolute shit.
So, with Manson... Again, I'm a fan of the artist, mainly the old stuff. I'm a fan of him live at his own shows. Well, I've only seen him once at his own show, but it was incredible. Festivals couldn't burn in hell for him. But the song...
So you think he's dead and gone for festivals?
I think so. I can't do it. You can't do it.
What does Andy... Do you know if Andy has anything to say about his performance this year?
Well, not this year, no. I know that he got banned from playing Download after 09.
Yeah.
And he had to really sort himself out, and he had that show with Johnny Depp in America, which Andy Coppins saw. That's why he was allowed to second stage headline in...
14, I want to say.
2000 and... Yeah, I think you are right. And then again, obviously, this year. This year?
Shocking.
Yeah, this year.
Shocking. So, anything else to say about Manson?
No, that is pretty much covered it. Anything for yourself?
No, like I said, we've been over this before. So I move on to a band that we both have lost respect for, but once did respect and adore quite fondly. And I'm sure that you will agree with the atrocity that is the radioactive cover of Imagine Dragons by Bullet for My Fucking Valentine.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just the entire album is pretty shit, but to cover Imagine Dragons... I'm not a massive fan of Imagine Dragons, but that song's good.
Do you know what? They're not actually an awful band. I personally don't have reservations about whether or not they are noteworthy of the genre in that sense. But then that's not our place to say, really. Who gives a shit about
They're
that?
rock. I once stated that they weren't rock and got slated to fuck for it, and then I rethought it, and I was like, they're rock. They're just the softest part of it.
Yeah, okay,
A lot of
fair.
electronica in it.
Yeah, but for a band like Bullet to cover a song of theirs, especially seeing as the song's not been out for like massive amounts of time,
About 5 years old, isn't it?
something like that maybe, but just it's weird. And they don't do it very much justice. And then the rest of their the tail end of their deluxe version of Gravity is just dubstep.
Yeah, which they said they would never do.
Piano remixes.
I fluffed a few feathers. Oh, John's watching. Hey, John. Fancy that?
Hey.
I Yeah, ruffle a few feathers on the Bullet page because they posted about their new deluxe part of the album, which I listened to a bit of and was disgusted by it. So I copied the link to a interview that's got to be no more than 2 years old, where Matt Tuck was like, "We'll never do a Bring the Horizon," and they then released an album which is basically a Bring the Horizon,
Like Suicide
Softer-
Season's
softer
little
shit.
remix thing.
Well, just the softer shit, and yeah, the dubby part of it, I guess. I'm not sure Bring the Horizon's done any dubstep style stuff, but the softer album, which they said they'll never do, like Bring Me did with That's the Spirit. So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Should also note as well, unless any of you haven't seen the date, it is Firework Night, and you may just about hear some.
Happy Bonfire Night or Guy Fawkes Day. Guy Fawkes Night.
The night of Guy Fawkes Bond. Fire me up, baby. Cool. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that, Stain.
Yeah, I fully agree. It's just awful. It's not the song I would have gone for, but it's awful.
I was hard pressed to think of a song really. Not very many on Gravity are very good in my opinion.
No, not even slightly.
So, who have you got up?
I have. Well, you know what? I Come Blood by Cannibal Corpse.
You should probably go to the doctor, mate.
Yeah, I would, but she also comes blood.
Wow.
50-year-old woman who will never watch this, thankfully.
I don't think anybody will anymore, but...
I Come Blood by Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse are just dreadful, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's just screamy noise. I really tried last year at Bloodstock. Maybe years ago. Who knows? I don't really pay attention. I really tried with Bloodstock. No, I haven't been for 4 years. It's like 2014. Anyway, I went to go see Cannibal Corpse live at Bloodstock, thinking I'll really give it a go because
Give it the old college
sometimes
try.
live helps. Like, I hate Baby Metal before I saw them live. I then saw them live, and yeah, it really worked out for me. Cannibal Corpse did not. So the screaming noise, dreadfulness of Cannibal Corpse, I feel like most people in the world would hate.
Yeah, it's arguable.
So that is why I've thrown them there in my playlist of torture.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't really know too much about them as a band. I don't know their music. I have probably listened to a couple of songs and thought exactly the same thing, really. It's just noise. Dunno.
An hour of Borat singing, someone says.
Wow. Yeah, that would be fairly torturous. Yeah, I could see that, actually.
Yeah.
I'll tell you whatever you want. Just please cut my throat afterwards. So, controversial.
Okay.
Are you ready? Five Finger Death Punch.
Ooh.
However, Gone Away, which is off of the newest album, I believe.
It is off the album. No, maybe.
I think so. I'm pretty sure it is. Do you know what?
Is this the Offspring cover?
I have no idea. Is it?
They did an Offspring cover. I'm just not sure it's that song.
I don't think so. No.
You talk, I'll look.
That's crazy.
Hey, Katrina.
So, I remember way back when we were like first sort of talking about getting the ball rolling again with the podcast.
Yes. Offspring cover.
Oh wow, fucking crazy. I remember that we were talking about how Five Finger are releasing too many albums, and indeed have mentioned it quite a few times in episodes recently.
Yeah.
So I checked out part of the album, and this was one of the songs that I picked up off of it. And you know what? It wasn't actually just awful, but just the build-up, and it goes nowhere. It's just
Bam.
And I just feel like that would be quite torturous for me. Oh. Oh.
So I'm going to throw out my big old D here.
Whoa.
Disagree with you. So I actually like the song.
Wow.
Funny enough, I've never heard the Offspring version.
I didn't know it was an Offspring
And
song.
if I thought
That's
about
crazy.
Offspring, they would be in here because pretty much all their music is torture to me.
Wow.
Not a fan of Offspring whatsoever.
That's
Whiny,
deep. That's deep. That's
scratchy,
That's a lot, mate.
grating vocals.
Interesting.
However, I like the Five Finger version.
Fair enough.
Five Finger almost came into my list. Spoiler, they're not in there. Woo! I almost put them in there, but I wasn't sure what song. I almost thought Jekyll and Hyde.
Okay.
But I don't actually dislike it that much enough to torture someone with it. It's not torture me. It's
And to be
not
fair,
great.
it was a very tough decision for me to make as well. Bearing in mind that I really didn't like this song, this cover, should I say? No, but yeah, just no.
No,
Me personally, if somebody played that on repeat for 100 hours, I would probably die of starvation because they hadn't fed me in that time.
yeah, rude abductors.
Yeah.
I think almost any song, 100 hours, I would probably not be up for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's preferable. It's a situation I'd rather not be in, but
Yeah,
there are
absolutely.
some songs that I would stand a lot less.
Yeah, fair.
Cool.
So, for my next pick, it's a band you may have heard of. It's Get Crunk by Broken Side.
Very nearly was the song that I chose.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, we can't really say too much more. The band are awful, and it's one of their popular songs.
Yeah, I think it's probably their most listened to song on Spotify, I would guess.
When I looked on Spotify, that was the most, yeah.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, fucking... Who would do that to themselves?
Who allows this to happen? Why? We need capital punishment in this country
Shit.
for Broken Side.
Yeah, I don't actually remember the last time they played the UK.
Oh, they're not from the UK?
No.
That's great news.
I really
I
don't...
thought they were.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
I've already got Bring Me Here, I don't need anything else.
I thought that they were definitely...
Get Crunk was another song that was played far too much during
Hey,
my
I'm from
younger years.
New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Oh.
Breaking fucking Bad. Breaking Broken Side.
Broken
Bad.
Bad.
We'll get there in the end.
Yeah. Oh,
Just let the cogs do their business, alright?
yeah, I can't stand
No,
Broken
and
Side.
like you said, pretty much nothing else that needs to be said.
No, we covered it already.
No other words need be spoken.
What is next, compadre?
World Scum.
World Scum?
World Scum. Soulfly.
Don't even know the song.
Okay, do you know much about the band? Or
Max Cavalera, isn't it?
have no
Formerly
idea.
was. No, I'm thinking about Sepultura.
I think you might be.
I am.
Soulfly are just a very annoying... Well, this song is really annoying in my opinion. The lyrics are just weird. The sort of... like the way that the vocals are laid out in it is just very strange, and it's jarring, almost. And it's one of those songs that's not necessarily like dreadful by any means, but if I was sat there listening to it for even a few hours, I would just be like, see, wait, what? Huh? The whole time, and I just think that level of confusion would just be...
So is there any talent involved in it whatsoever, do you think?
Musically, I guess some of their songs could be. I don't know, I'm not a fan of the band by any means, but this is a song that I've known. So my friend Jordan used to put it on a lot when we were like just randomly out and about. Like groups of us would walk the streets of Milton Keynes and somebody would have a speaker and their phone. Yeah. And literally whenever, like he plugged his phone in, this would be a band that always came up. And this is just one song in particular that I just remembered.
Alright.
Being...
Shite
like a tiger.
Shite like a tiger.
But just like annoying lyrics like JFK shot in the head. And it's just like, well done.
Creative.
Yeah, original as fuck. And just, yeah, like...
September Towers fell.
Oh, that is not going to be an episode name.
I'm just thinking of another big thing that happens that you could put in simple words.
Yeah, okay. Who's next on your list?
Next for me is... So there's this watcher of ours called Sophie Ray. Now, she's actually pretty cool. I should introduce you to and probably assume everything will happen before you realise. And
how very apt.
She showed me a song.
Mystic fucking meg of you.
Yeah. So on my birthday of all days, she decided to fucking break my heart by playing this awful song, right? Enough to make your face cramp. And that is Fuck A in brackets. Silver Lining by Panic at the Disco.
Oh, okay.
It's their new age stuff. Never really been a fan of them, but I know that Sin's Tragedies was alright, but I never really got into that side of stuff. They've gone like even more poppy, and this song...
I know about the new direction of their like Well, I think it's just him now. I think the rest of the band have kind of chopped and changed over the years, and he's just...
The song is a metaphorical steaming pile of cow dung flung at your face from 40 miles away.
Except a lot longer distance than that because he's American. And that means that he is managing to throw shit in our face from overseas.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate it.
On my birthday. What kind of friend is her? If I ever see her...
What kind of friend is her?
What? So, yeah, Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco. Yeah, absolutely shocking behaviour. And...
I feel sorry for you. That is not a good birthday present at all.
No.
Sorry.
Helped me make cocktails that day, though, so that's kind of let off.
Yeah, I mean, no. But, cool.
Absolute bitch. So, yeah, that is like the pinnacle of shittery.
Shittery? What, even more shittery than Beartooth?
We'll see about that.
Excellent. I look forward to it. However, I am going to slide right in with Denialist.
Ah, Soka, see what you did there. The silver lining was seeing him consume the rage. I probably read that wrong, so I've looked 3 times.
Consume rage.
Was the rage consume me, actually? I wasn't consuming rage. Oh, nice bit of rage.
A nice bit of rage. Saw the rage.
Delectable.
Yeah, mate. No. Fucking Denialist. Have you ever heard of this band?
No.
Cool. Don't. They have a song called It Betrays, and you want to talk about music just being noise.
Okie dokie.
In actual fact, yeah, I implore you to check this song out. I will link it to you later, and I just want to see how much you agree with me. You will agree, but I want to see how much.
Okay.
I want to see if you can shit on it more than I did. But yeah, it's literally just noise. And that would literally make my eardrums bleed.
Fair enough, I'm actually intrigued to listen to it. Let's see how far I get into it.
That will be the interesting thing. I'm not sure if you will. I think it'll be on for about 10 seconds and then...
Yeah.
You'll probably hate me forever.
Is it screamy? Is it singy? Is it an attempt at either?
You're getting warmer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awful. I would listen to Broken Tide over this.
That's deep.
That is deep.
We listen to Beartooth over this.
Well, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I would. Actually.
Wow.
I would.
That was...
I think I would.
And they're dreadful.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very intrigued.
Disgusting.
I'm so excited. I'm going to probably end up loving it. I'm not. Anything else you got to say?
No.
Okie dokie. So, I have got... this is my one pick that isn't rock or metal.
Okay.
But they are somehow part of our community, especially next year.
Download next year?
Download, play next year. Die Antwoord.
Yeah, okay. I figured.
With Enter the Ninja. That song
Why?
is fucking awful. Sorry. I'm a ninja. Like, every 15 seconds, yeah? And then there's this girl obviously off her tits and acid. The whole, I'm a butterfly, I need your protection.
She is your butterfly.
She's not anything to do with insects or winged animals.
Winged animals.
Okay? She's a human and needs to sit the fuck down. No, it's such a bad song.
I mean, to be fair, I'm a begrudging fan to some degree. Like, yeah, quite frankly, if I was on whatever they were on, I'd probably find their music pretty interesting as well, I guess, but I'm not, so I don't, but it's just, that's the kind of, the concept behind it really, is you either have to take like a bolt to the head or something from a high-powered firearm, or be on some pretty severe substances to really get into that kind of mind frame.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's not you then.
No. So it's even worse that it was at a point where when I was chilling around my mates at the time, Craig and Zoe, they would, especially Zoe, would blitz the fuck out of this song all the time. So not only are you being shoveled shit, it's constant. Like,
do you think they're freaky, and do you like them a lot?
Well, first of all, if I thought, or with a TH, right? Yeah, if I thought they were freaky.
If I thought with a TH.
Yeah, because they spell it, I think, F-I-N-K, and you just don't do that with me. Right? You don't spell things wrong because you're a spastic. You spell things right because you're human. Like, unless it's the butterfly doing the spelling and just clipped its wing wrong. I don't fucking know. What kind of ninja spells? Anyway, so
What kind of ninja misspells things?
yeah. So
Grammar ninja.
So yeah, I can't at all deal with. I mean, like, they've had other songs that aren't nearly as bad, but this one just resonates dog poo.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I can't really say too much because I would listen to some of their stuff in the right circumstances. I'll probably go and check a bit of their set out just to see what it's like.
If there's enough of us going and there's no one else at the same time, then I might. Who are they playing before? Oh, we don't know yet, but we assume it's Ram.
Uh-huh.
Who Rammstein, Slipknot, and Def Leppard. Yeah, before Rammstein. The place in the poster is second stage. Second sub-headliner area. So it's either, and Whitesnake will definitely guaranteed sub Def Leppard. They always do. And you got Slash and Diane Wood. I don't think Slash is going to be before. Well, I don't think Slash suits either of those two, but I don't think Diane Wood suits Slipknot.
I think you'd be surprised Slipknot listened to Electric Six to warm up.
Yeah, but subbing them to get them pumped for Slipknot, I could see them being more under Rammstein.
See, I don't know. Well, it's arguable because it's not Rammstein anyway, it's Tool.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of sat here like, some things are miss here, but...
It's not Rammstein, it's Tool headline downloads.
Yeah.
It's the Stadium MK excitement.
It is the Stadium MK excitement.
And
that, like,
Tool more than they do Slipknot.
I think there's an argument for both.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I think in order to get you like in a trippy kind of fucked up headspace for Slipknot, Diane Wood would probably do pretty good for that. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
So any more Diane Wood?
No.
No. Just stop.
No. Just... I can't agree with you. I think there's a place for them.
Have you heard that song?
I don't agree that they're download worthy. I will agree with you on that much.
Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
And do you like that song?
No, but...
Do you agree with the torture worthy song?
No,
not the download
because
thing.
I would listen to that over Beartooth any day.
Oh mate, my eyesight is fucking awful. Introducing glasses. Hey, TF Tricks 1 on Twitch.
So elegantly done.
Yes.
TF Tricks.
TF Tricks. Welcome to join us, enlighten us with your thoughts on what you would use as torture
Join
music
us with your
from rock and metal, and also like our Facebook page. Thanks.
And buy our merch.
And YouTube, and SoundCloud, and Instagram, and Twitter.
Gerard Way.
Okay.
Mate, no, it's not okay. Nothing is okay with
okay.
Millions.
Is it a new song? Is this the one that just released this week?
No, this is a song that I'm not even going to try and guess. They've only got the one album out, haven't they? Or he's only got the one album out as a solo artist. I don't either, but I just know this song because it was
really
played.
bad?
It's Gerard Way.
Well, he's good in MCR.
But he's not good on his own.
Okay.
And really, how good was later MCR?
We'll find out about that shortly.
Bullshit. They are fucking not for me. And
no.
Him on his own, just it's basically the most doled down MCR that you can imagine, but almost indie poppy emo.
Oh. I'm intrigued to hear that as well.
I will also link that to you, but it's fucking dreadful. I just can't get down.
No, fair enough. So it's a dumbed down MCR. Indie Gerard Way doesn't sound right. I can't see him suiting indie guitars and stuff like that.
No. Just... For me, it's like you really don't think that somebody could become more boring, and then they do. I'm picking my words carefully because I don't want to just seem like I would shit all over his music and wipe my ass with his quiff, but
it's queef.
His queef. Gerard Way's queef.
Oh goodness,
mate! No, I'm not. I can't do it to myself. And the fact is, this is a song that gets put on at parties and people think is actually good.
Did you go to a party where this was played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like twice. maybe even the same party, or maybe it was the one time that it happened at one party, but it was that awful that it was like a lifetime of parties and pain.
Excellent.
I wasn't happy. I was not a happy man, and I thought that definitely would be a suitable way to fucking end my life.
Wow.
I'm out, mate. I can't listen to his music at all. It's a shame because I really like old MCR.
Yeah.
And it's something like us. We've been over this before as well. I've not been like a massive fan, but it's always had its place, and it's tampering with like nostalgic memories, man. I don't like him. I really don't.
Steer clear then. Right, so my next pick. If you didn't think the first sucks, I can guarantee the second sucks.
Nah, fuck off.
Yeah. By Day to Remember. Specifically, I would rip the audio from the music video because I was searching for a Day to Remember because I knew one of them was going to make it on the list.
You're right.
Right, and I came across a couple that I actually think were alright. And I was
I'm
like,
disappointed in you, sir.
I was going to go for Fort Lauderdale, and then I was like, actually, this is a pretty good song. So, yeah, not massively keen. The music video version. So I was clicking around songs. Like, no, I like that one. Click the next one. I was like, oh, I like that one too. Jesus Christ, this is going better for them than I thought. And I clicked on Second Sucks, and there's about 3 minutes of a stupid child in an arcade.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? If I got into the song, listen to the song, I was like, yeah, this is one I don't like. So I would not only put the song on, but I would rip the audio into the playlist of the music video, so they have to deal with 3 minutes of pointless bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, for quite possibly the shortest song on the album.
It's worth it. I'll give them a break. It's just dreadful.
To be fair, again, this is another example of a band that I obviously enjoy a lot of their music, or have done in the past at least, and have nothing against them as a band apart from Common Courtesy. I don't like that album. So yeah, not going to agree with you. I'm going to slap you around the face with my big old D.
Oh,
and disagree.
Hey, Jade Lefkoskis. I would never pronounce her name right. Hello, Alan. I somehow comments disappeared from me. You are allowed to like Beartooth. We have no problem with that. Zero and Ardour, I've heard a lot about them through the That's Not Metal page.
Who?
Zero and Ardour.
Never heard of them.
I've heard so much about them. And definitely not... the MCR's first album I don't really care for. It's the second and third I prefer.
Okay, fair enough.
And
will have
hell, we
merits.
have Craig Glenister watching.
Hey!
Interesting. And Danger Days was awful. We'll get onto that shortly, Mr. O'Keefe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's not giving anything away.
No.
Cool.
What's your next pick, young man?
That was... Wait, who did you say?
Second Sucks.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Adtra.
Fucking... Adtra.
Adtra.
So, here is another controversial choice, but has its reason. The Reason by Hoobastank.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Now, listen to me. Listen.
No.
No. Listen to the voice of reason within yourself, right?
Okay.
It's an alright song. It's not amazing. For me, it's not amazing.
This one's really, like, holds personal value.
Yeah, it's nostalgic to me and has all of the right things for me, so I am not shitting on the actual song itself, but played on repeat constantly.
Compared to me, he's young, Kieran.
On repeat constantly.
Who did that? Who put it on repeat constantly?
Well, I mean, lots of people would, probably, and I would if I was trying to talk to somebody, which is the topic.
I disagree. I like that song. I haven't listened to it in years. It's not just nostalgia.
I'm going to set you a challenge. I'm going to set you a challenge right now.
And the reason is you.
And the reason is that you honestly think that you can listen to this on repeat. So I set you the challenge tonight after the podcast 15 times in a row. One for every...
No, I wouldn't do that to any song.
Well... Then
also, who says this play's being played like 15 times in a row?
Me, because it's a playlist that is being used to torture somebody. There's no point in playing it fucking once.
Well,
No, it doesn't though, because they'll just be like, "Wow, that was awful," but I'm over it. I'm over it.
Oh god, it's still it holds personal value to me. I like the song. I would not listen to it 15 times in a row. But I would listen to fucking Doomsday 15 times in a row.
You fucking... Shut up.
Well, you constantly in a row, like...
You did!
Stop.
You did!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
15 times.
So we spend a lot of time on Xbox Live on microphone with each other, and
I've never listened to it even twice in a row.
that's not correct.
That is correct.
That's not correct.
I always played like tracks in between.
No.
Yeah.
No, I have been on mic with you when you've listened to it at least twice in a row.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, the world that you're lying.
I'm going to disagree with you flat out because, listen, mate, it's alright. You might need a bit of help for your addictions, but calm fuck down. Like, you definitely have. 100%.
No.
Tune in after we've settled this dispute. No, but fair enough. I mean, I don't think I could stand it. To be honest, it's an alright song. It has the relevance to me, but I couldn't listen to it.
Can you
three
please
times in a row?
Cover your tracks that you haven't said yet with your hand? Because I want to see the tracks you have covered. Yeah, it's literally the least. I disagree with you the most on this one so far.
So far.
I don't like the sound of that. Okay, yeah, I can't disagree more. Great song. Well, not great, really good song.
Fair enough.
So, this one will, I know, will piss a few people off, but I can't stand this band whatsoever. And my choice is Every You, Every Me by the god-awful Placebo.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think I've maybe pissed someone off in the room. I despise Placebo and that god-awful, bitchy, whiny, shitty voice.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I hate them.
What about Pure Morning?
No, nothing by them is worth my time.
Meds. It's a good song. Good songs.
No.
Well.
They, like, just listen to one of their songs is torture enough. I think this is probably should have been higher up the list, actually. Yeah, no. I'm just not ready for that kind of lifestyle.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to think of what appeals to anyone by Placebo. And this song, I think it's their biggest song. I might be wrong.
No, Pure Morning's got to be bigger than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like I checked it was most on Spotify, but I might be wrong.
Crazy.
So, yeah, nothing really more to say. I don't like it, and that is just painfulness to my ears.
Mad. I've learnt a different side of you today. Fair enough. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. The score. The Fear. One step away from pop, quite frankly.
Oh, so the score is the song?
No, the score is the band. The Fear is the song.
Okay. Never heard of them.
I hadn't until I started looking at other songs, relatable artists to things that I picked out already. And to put it into perspective for you, so this is so far away from everything else that I was looking at, including...
Whoa, stop.
Oh, the phone.
Right. John has commented on... So we got John, our tech guy, part of the team, right, who has thrown his own put. I'm so mad. He's commented Placebo Love Heart. Let me tell you all, John. Right.
What, as deciphered?
As deciphered, yeah.
Oh, the fucking beautiful thing about working behind the scenes in tech.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of us sat here on the sofa.
Yeah, what...
We do all the hard work, sir. We don't. I can't joke about that, but what an abuse of power. What an abuse of power.
Podcast's over, basically, isn't it? You're taking the spotlight. No, we kid, but seriously, that comment is one person's views and not deciphered.
It could be feasibly. I mean, I don't love Placebo, but I like Placebo, so
That's fine.
You're on your own, kid.
Goodness gracious.
You got to start a new page. We'll take over from here.
Yeah.
You can keep the name. We'll just be Placebo.
Yeah, so the score of Fear.
Yeah, it's literally just one step away from pop, and that was my reason for it, really, because it's just not... They are classed as a rock band, maybe an indie rock band, but it's... I don't like any bands that rely on a drum machine to provide, like, hip hoppy, like bass and clap kind of beats to put guitar riffs over. Yeah, and we all know you hate clapping in songs. So yeah, that's that. Just give me a minute there, folks.
So next for me, right, actually a band and a song I like. However, for most people I can see why this is torturous. Baby Metal with Gimme Chocolate. The whole you! I really like after seeing it live, and still it's a little bit grating, but I like the song overall because the instrumentals are fucking fantastic. But I can see how most people would find that god-awful noise to be god-awful.
I can't say I agree with you.
No?
Really. Well, I mean, like I'm with you in the sense that I quite like it, and it's really fun to do live.
Yeah,
really fun.
But on a podcast that is, as you say, repeating itself.
Yeah.
Every 15 songs. You. Chocolate.
I think it depends on the circumstances of how. So, I mean, are we being held in a room, but we're free? Because, to be honest, if I would just dance around to that and just and then probably eat some chocolate.
I guess you're going to be strapped up.
Right. In that case, if I
can't move,
then I'm out because that's just not fun at all.
No.
I want to jig to Baby Metal.
Katrina, I don't know what black eyed means, apart from what John's going to be after leaving that comment.
Fucking hell.
I joke, of course.
This is when the audio starts fucking up and stuff, and like the video starts going a bit blocky.
So he goes, thanks for joining us.
Oh, look at that, we lost Twitch.
He knows all our passwords.
Our Twitchstagram is
great comment. You don't delete us.
But no, in all fairness, I think we're probably... I don't know where I was going with that. No. I kind of... There I was. I did a U.
Yay, me. Great. That's what I'm known for. Philanthropist, journalist, guy that fucks up his speech a lot of the time. What's your next pick, Brick?
Fucking hell.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Not the salmon.
How are we going to save ourselves by the blackout?
Oh, not the blackout.
That sudden click of realisation.
Oh, goodness, they're bad.
Mate, Save Ourselves is just the most emo trash in the world. It belongs to 12-year-old emos that just... I keep thinking that you're making a Guns reference because you're like straightening your top out. I'm like, how can you say that? How can you say Guns are only accessible by 12-year-old emos? Guns N' Roses, that is. Not just Guns.
The 12-year-olds could be the sweet child of... Oh, I'm not even... That's so bad.
Fuck. I'm out. Like the blackout should be. I'm out like the... But no, it's just that song that whenever people mention the blackout, I just instantly remember the chorus to this song because it was overplayed to absolute fuckery and everyone was buying it. Who have you got next?
Oh, I hate the blackout. Yeah, the whole jump the fuck up thing at Download 09 was horrendous.
Oh yeah, but you can't really say too much about that because you like Architects, and that was 2013.
I haven't seen that live.
That was 2013. At least 09 was like the first year that Slipknot ever did jump the fuck up. So they probably, I mean, the blackout must have played before Slipknot.
Yeah, same day.
Same day. So
Hollywood Undead, then Big Talent.
So unless it was like known that Slipknot were going to do this at this gig,
they do it at gigs before that.
It was the first time in the UK, right?
First Download in the UK. I don't know. I've never seen it before. It was the first one I saw them live. I'm guessing they did it at the house shows. Not fucking wrestling. At the arena shows and stuff.
I think Corey Taylor could probably wrestle. A little bit of a suplex there.
Corey Taylor was found... In fact, Corey Taylor liked my tweet because I saw him in a picture with Noelle Foley. You have no idea who that is. And he's the daughter of Mick Foley.
I was going to say it's probably related to Mick Foley, who is... a wrestler that I do remember from my limited exposure when I was like 10 and just lost touch with wrestling. And
yeah, Corey's a massive fan. He was on the Cruise of Jericho.
I saw that all over Twintergram.
Yes.
But yeah, looks fun. If ever you need a reason to be a rock star,
Oh, it's popular Steve. I'm doing Kieran. Popular placebo.
Placebo.
The Black Eyed, not the Black Eyed.
Oh. Wow.
Wow. Okay, finished with the Blackout?
100%. I think everyone should be.
My next track is not some, but all the small things by Blink-182.
Interesting. That's got to be a controversial choice.
Probably. I used to like when I was younger. That's where it ended. I don't like the whininess of the merch. I can't.
What's with all the spiders?
Springworms
and eating them in swine.
The only track I like by them is Miss You, and that's because it holds...
The one that I'm ripping the shit out of right now.
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
Just buy your merch.
We don't even have any merch. Slightly sounded to go there. Hope to merch. I wasn't going. Oh my god. Yeah, Blink just need to end and die a painful death.
Oh my god.
That kind of song is just not needed anymore.
I don't agree with you.
I didn't think you would.
I'm sorry. It's a pinnacle song, man. It's pinnacle.
It's definitely something.
It's a small thing. I think that you could have picked better choices for them, really.
Well, I went through a couple of tracks. This felt right.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm sure like, if I picked a song off Neighbourhoods, like the 2011 album, which I think I saw earlier, or their newest album, which doesn't even have Tom DeLonge, I probably could have found an even worse track, but this made a statement. Bang. And the Blink is gone.
Is that all you've got to say about Blink?
Yeah, just I hate the song, and it's so whiny, it would drive me...
Did you say that you used to be into just the band and never liked the song? Did you used to like the song as well?
No, I used to like their music, yeah.
But this song in particular?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, like, nothing to call home about. Oh, man, Blink.
Brilliant.
I'm just, yeah, I just don't get it.
Cool. I'm going to move on to a band that I highly doubt that you've heard of. Have you ever heard of a band called Suffocation?
Oh, don't think so.
No. So they are, I guess, like the best way would be, I know this is like diving into stereotypes and genres that we don't really care for doing all of that kind of shit, but like a death metal, like black metal, death metal kind of thing. Very blast beaty on the drums, that kind of thing. Annotations of an Autopsy would play with them, 100%. Ever heard of them?
I've heard of them, I have not heard them.
Oh, okay, interesting. But yeah, so it's just noise again, really, and hasn't, like, the drums are all over the place. And I feel like the only part that he can really do in time with everything is when he's, like, beating the shit out of all of the drums doing a blast beat. So that's like very much just systematic. Everything else, when he actually comes to trying to play his drums at a different time to one another, is when he starts losing the ability to drum.
Not the one.
And as a drummer, I take issue with that.
I'm offended!
That's my opinion! But yeah, so I knew that you probably wouldn't have anything to say about them because you've probably never heard of them.
Never heard of them, but
Kitty cat!
I may not check them out, whereas I might check out the other ones you said.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm distracted by the pussy. Only a master ball can catch this pussy. Hello. That's my tea. I hope you like apple and cinnamon.
I love apple and cinnamon. Hate tea. Done?
Yeah.
Nearly done. Next for me, okay, this is a band I asked some friendly chaps in the That's Not Metal group chats we've got.
Yeah.
And I asked for songs that they would torture people with, basically. Funny enough, that is the topic. And I got sent a few ideas, so I thought I'd check out a band called Daughters.
Interesting.
And the song is Satan in the Wait.
Is it daughter?
Daughters. There's multiple of them.
Alright. Lots of daughters.
Like a plague.
Wow.
Now, I listened to this opening bit. It's just kind of scratchy noises. It's horrible. And this kind of guy comes in, talky, singy style.
When we say scratching, do you mean like down a blackboard, chalkboard?
It's not exactly that sound, but it wasn't great noise.
Great news.
Yeah, great news.
It wasn't great news. It was shit noise.
So yeah, I couldn't stand it. It was awful. And I went back into the chat. I was like, "Thanks, I've chosen this one. It's got awful." He's like, "Oh, I really like it."
Huh.
So well, you choose to torture someone with it, but that's fine. Paddy Roo. That was his name, I think.
100%.
Quick shout out to my boy, even though I don't know him. I implore you to check this one out. I want to see what you think.
Yeah,
It's
I'm quite intrigued.
bollocks.
Colour me picked. Fair enough. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No, not really. I'll just explain the track a bit more. It's a bit like a... It's hard to explain. Like, part of it felt kind of punky, but at the same time not. No, it's just weird. No, I don't like it.
Fair. Have you ever heard of a band called Black Veil Brides?
Unfortunately so.
So I figured that you would probably take a bit of a personal stab from this one, being that, in my opinion, it is Knives and Pens.
Absolute rip-off of Unholy Confessions riff.
Yeah, 100%. And whilst that is obviously a plausible thing to wind up on this list on its own, they're just shit.
Yeah.
I don't care for their image. I don't care for their sound. I don't care for their veils.
No, I'm not really a veil kind of guy.
I don't really care for their brides either.
I'm a bride kind of guy. Don't know where I got that.
It was one of those moments where it's like, I have something to say, but I'm not going to say it.
Yes. Ah, great. So, I hate Black Veil Brides. That song, yeah, like you said, especially fucks me off because it's just blatant.
Yeah, 100%. Absolute rip. I mean, I think that's such a on-the-nose thing that surely that's got to have hit the press or something in the past, or like...
I'm not sure.
There's got to be like an article or something that's been written about it.
Possibly. I know...
I'm going to have a look.
No doots. It definitely got brought up a lot by fans, though, when it first came out.
Fuck yeah. 100%. It's, to be honest, were it not for the fact that it sounds awful, one could almost mistake it until the little difference happens. And you're like,
get te fuck.
So yeah, Black Veil Brides definitely made the list.
Yeah, dog shite. So, My Chemical Romance.
Interesting.
No. Are probably the least inventive lyrics I've thought of. Even least inventive than JFK shot face head, whatever it was.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah,
those were the exact lyrics.
I genuinely hate this song. Obviously, it was the first single that marked the downfall of MCR.
Yeah.
Completely took away from their emo vibes, their genre of which they ruled, which was emo.
Which, despite us shitting on this a couple of times, like during this particular episode, MCR had a place for that. They did it right, in my opinion.
What, emo?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Biggest band in the genre. New Doot.
New Doot Boot It. But would you argue then that this is much more pop?
Poppy shit.
Poppy shit.
Yes. If that's your real name. I can't stand it. It's so bad. I don't know why they did it. They disbanded after the album, so that's a fair point.
Yeah. That's an ode, isn't it?
Hated it. It's just trash. That's what I got to say. It's just a bollocks song.
Fair enough.
Sold out. Not sold out. I hate to use the phrase sold out because bands should make music they want to make.
Fair enough.
But it's a massive difference from what made them famous. And
it's a sellout to the fans, 100%.
Yeah.
So keeping with that as a bit of a theme, then Papa Roach.
Oh.
Now I am a fairly big fan of earlier stuff.
Okay.
Right up until whichever album it is that's got like Lifeline and other songs like that on. It's alright. Until you start getting to songs like Born for Greatness. And I just think, what the fuck happened?
I was really worried you were going to say Burn.
No.
And Burn's a fucking tune.
This is not.
Is it worse than Hollywood Hall, would you say?
Oh, yeah.
I hate Hollywood Hall.
See, I still have an appreciation for that song because it's at least played with instruments. This is literally like a hip-hop song.
Yeah.
And it's, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. What the hell happened? I just don't get him high.
I'm trying to think of the tracks. Born for Greatness.
Something like that.
Yeah,
it may as well be that But yeah, I can't help but think, what a shame.
Yeah, it's a real shame the way they've turned. I feel like, again, yeah, I don't know how to throw away the words set out around too much, but again, it is to the fans, and they have completely gone a different route from what made them famous for so many years, and what got them popularity.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you listen to a song like Last Resort and then listen to their newest stuff and you just think...
Cut my wife
into pieces. She is a fucking whore. Who's up next on your list?
On my list, you've got Sick and Disgusting by Beartooth.
I knew they'd make an appearance somewhere.
They did. I almost had them opening with a cough song, and I thought, you know what? What's worse than the cough song? It's the crying song. And I think it's longer. So, not only will you hear some of the most dreadful lyrical parts of your lifetime, and
of your existence,
fucking cats being choked on knives with needles in its eyes. This is a horrible thought of a cat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Sad.
And, yeah, it's sad. But so is Beartooth. And to have that crying happen, like, because this is like song 13 of the playlist, and you're surely at breaking point by now, and the crying's just going to set you off.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like Heat is really. And for anybody that is unfamiliar with how we feel about this album, go back and check out episode something or other.
Yeah, about 20, I think.
No, it wasn't that late, was it? No.
I swear it was only a few before we split. We'll go from 17 to 20.
Check them all out.
Yeah, every single one on repeat. It's not torture.
But yeah, couldn't agree more. Dreadful.
Yeah,
absolutely dreadful. Fucking sick and disgusting.
Yeah, they are fucking dreadful. My goodness. Yeah, I know that I would be at breaking point after this song.
Fair enough. And that's after the first time of listening to the playlist. So if it was on repeat for about 5 hours straight, you'd probably not be yawning of boredom because you'd want to die. Yeah. And that's not boring at all. Do you remember a band called Hadouken?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. They're not really a band, are they? How do, Ken? Well, I'll tell you how they do. Fucking awful. I went with a song called That Boy, That Girl, and it's just laughable, quite frankly.
That's assuming genders in this day and age.
It is, yeah. That is sick and disgusting. Yeah, you just can't get away with that nowadays. And I just think that's very gender insensitive.
Yeah, and Ken's a boy's name. How dare you be called How Do Ken?
I think the song should be called That Girl, That Boy.
Yeah, switch around.
Yeah.
Pricks.
Fucking idiots. But mate, it's just not the one.
No, I fully disagree. Fully agree. I don't know the song, but I know that Hadouken suck.
What makes this worse for me as well is that, if I'm not mistaken, they played at Reading in 2012, and I went to Reading that year for Foo Fighters, and we were camped over. So we were literally on the edge of a service road around the camps.
Yeah.
And we were camped over the road, in that sense, from a camp of really annoying, like, 17-year-old scene kid type people that were, up until all hours of the fucking night, constantly saying Hadouken at the top of their voice, which kind of made it worse. And then after they'd seen Hadouken, they came back to camp and were just saying things like, oh my god, on repeat, because apparently the guy had said that during the set.
Right.
And I just, for a band that I didn't go and see, I certainly heard enough about them that weekend.
Not keen about it.
No, I'm so fucking done. I want to end my life.
Get the fuck out of here. What's happened to us, Rob?
To be fair, I actually think it was having to listen to these songs to see if they were worth it. We've tortured ourselves.
I haven't listened to. I pretty much listened to none of these songs. I listened to clips to figure out if it's the right song choice, and that was just Blink and Atra. I don't remember.
Atra.
So, are you down with those guys?
I am fucking well down with those guys, mate.
So, my first to last pick.
First to last, second from last.
Second from last.
Yes.
Is Throne by Bring Me the Horizon.
Hey, the fucking funky. I'm actually, a little bit surprised.
Yeah. So, Throne is when I fucking despise Bring the Horizon. If you haven't watched this podcast before and you don't know me personally, you know now that they are the worst band in existence, in my opinion, and I would like to push that as fact. Now, they are god awful, and this Throne malarkey is just horrendous.
I mean, it is a bit of a drone.
Yeah. The worst thing about it is, it's catchy. So when this torture is finally over, and they walk away from it, they're going to have it in their head.
Yeah.
And I want my throne! So, yeah, it's real bad. Or scared of pussy. I know,
Yeah.
I know, I get it, bro. I know. Don't look like that. Now, Bring Horizon.
Just start talking about the cat.
It's a cat, right? It's got whiskers, and I'm not down with that. So, yeah, Throne is just, it will stick in your head. It's mutilation of the earbuds. And
I'm sorry, that got me. That was so well delivered. I'm out. It's been good.
disgusting.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm now that I know that you're obviously doing yours in reverse order from like which one you could perhaps stand the most to the ones that you really can't. It's not
Again, first one, and then the last three. Those are literally a jumble.
fair. I have gone with Perfect by Simple Plan.
Okay. Wait, first off, do you disagree or agree with the Throne?
I have never heard it.
You're not?
No.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, probably. That was the premise I was working on when I made that pre-assumption. Like. But yeah, Simple Plan, Perfect. I'm actually not... I don't dislike the band. They have their place. They're alright. They're part of the whole kind of emo-y thing again. But mate, just...
Angry faced our comment, or John's comment.
I don't know, but I want to find out.
Oh, it was me apparently. Or did he do it to himself? I don't know.
That's what we're getting now. Yeah, you better put that back there. You don't want to fuck around with the technics. Yeah.
Blackout or something.
Oh, don't. We've already been over them.
Oh yeah.
That's
Holding hands with girls.
Oh, this is too much today. But yeah, Simple Plan. Do you know much of their stuff?
No.
Cool, fair enough. They're another really soft, emo-y kind of...
I know the band.
Yeah.
I've heard them quite a lot. They're quite big in their place. If I heard a song name, I might know it.
They've got some okay ones, but this one is not one of those perfect, in my opinion. It's really sad, really fucking sad, and it's just slit your wrist music that I think would not be very nice to listen to on repeat.
What's the song called?
Perfect.
Oh, right. I thought you said it's not a perfect song, like as if it's not.
No,
No,
perfect.
it's
called Perfect,
Okay.
and it's, strangely enough, not perfect.
Ah.
It's not awful, but it's not perfect.
No, anything less than perfection is torture to us.
Yeah. Fucking bear that in mind, any band that wants to release an album.
Yeah,
We're on to you.
especially if you're unsigned.
Hey, stick around. So, your last, sir.
My last.
Your last, and is it fair to say that this is your most like, or is it?
It's worse. Oh, the band is not as bad as Bring Horizon,
Interesting.
but this song is so bad that I've rated it higher than Bring Horizon's track, and that is Riot by
Wow.
least creative, biggest pile of wank-stained fuckery that has been released. It is literal pain to my ears.
Crazy.
It's so...
I'm surprised this is coming in above Bring Me. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
At least Bring Me has catchy, right? Even if it is fucking awful. This, here comes the sirens, here comes the law, wow, riots. Like, what the fuck is that? Where did you go? This is a great choice of lyrics.
Probably on the back of a cereal box. Cut them out. Bring up the band practice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that this is like... I was expecting... it's been anticlimactic, Kieran. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's fucking... if you think that's anticlimactic, it would have been easy to end with Bring Me the Horizon. But to finish with Bullet, one of my top 10 bands now, formerly top 2, I think that's very climatic. I mean, it definitely doesn't make me climax. But yeah, it's a fucking awful tune.
Fair. I'm, like I said, surprised, but I agree. It's not a good song by any means.
Not only does it not sound good, but the lyrics are bad. It's just dreadful. Yeah. And your thoughts about Riot? Do you not think that's a great song? Pardon? I thought you were like, middle! I was like, what does middle mean? You purred. Oh, meow. Like
I did not purr. I did not purr for you on live podcasts.
Naughty.
Calm yourself down. Like a little child to snake away.
Lower those tits.
So I've ended with a band that, again, I didn't really do mine in order, so these are just as awful as everyone else that's been on my list, quite frankly. I doubt you would have heard of them. Have you ever heard of a band called Attila?
Oh, yes. So I know their shit, and I was like, I don't know any of their songs. I've heard them in passing, and I know they're god fucking awful. And
So how did you come to know about this band?
I just heard it through people playing it back in the day.
Interesting.
I hate them with a passion, and I almost thought, well, I had 2 spots empty.
So you almost put them in, basically.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what song to choose. And now I want to choose songs that I know are specifically dreadful, which means I have to listen to Attila to find out which one's dreadful.
And you are not willing to
I'm not willing to do that.
That's absolutely
So
fine.
I fully agree with your choice.
Yeah, fair enough. But this song in particular is Party with the Devil. Now, I've long said that I would like to hear a band that can, like, rap but scream. Like, actually rap through the heavy vocals, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, like, do it sort of long term. And I feel like they really attempt it in this song, but it just sounds like the guy's suffering from really bad acid reflux.
Okay, that's awful.
That's literally what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's awful.
I really do kind of want you to check this song out as well, just to see if I can get
That's
you
a push, to be honest.
well, discard one of the other songs that you've said that you'll do and replace it with this, because it'll be interesting
I might
to...
just do it in 10 seconds.
You've got to at least get to that part.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, fun fact. Let's go down our list. If you want to start off by going down your 15.
Yeah, so we started off with Broken Side, Bree Bree. Bullet with Radioactive cover, what the fuck. Five Finger Death Punch, Gone Away, not for me. Soulfly, World Scum, just annoying. Denialist, It Betrays, It That Betrays, sorry. Annoyingly worded song title that I can't say. And Just Noise. Gerard Way, Millions, Hoobastank, The Reason, sorry. The Score, The Fear, The Blackout, Save Ourselves, Suffocation, Infecting the Crypts, Black Veil Brides, Knives and Pens, fucking A7X knockoff, can T-Flap. And where did I get to? Papa Roach with Born for Greatness, Hadouken, That Boy, That Girl, fucking sexist pigs. Simple Plan, Perfect, and
Right.
finishing with Attila, Party with the Devil. That was my 15.
My 15 are Sorry Not a Winner by Enter Shikari, Heart Shaped Glasses, Marilyn Manson, I Come Blood, Cannibal Corpse, Get Crunk by Broken Side, Fuck A, Silver Lining by Panic at the Disco, Enter the Ninja by Daryl Antwood, Second Sucks music video version by A Day to Remember, Every You, Every Me by Placebo, Baby Metal, Give Me Chocolate, All the Small Things by Blink-182, Satan in the White by Daughters, Na Na Na, I don't know, I think there's an actual longer name of the song, but
No.
Na 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 by My Chemical Romance,
Na, me.
Sick and Disgusting by Beartooth, Throne by Boomph, and Riot by Buffumf. Bullet for Valentine. That is our 30 picks combined for
Yeah.
our Torture playlist. What do you think? If you didn't agree, then that's fine.
Because we are a place that will allow for people to disagree with our opinions, even though you're wrong.
Okay.
No, in all seriousness, share your playlists with us. Who would you see on your playlist to torture your enemies, or indeed your friends?
Yeah. Or yourself if you really feel that low.
Or if you're just that kind of seductive person. Shall we review an album?
Let's do it. So it's Unsigned Week, as we mentioned before. And this week, From the depths of somewhere in England, I believe.
You believe?
We
only review unsigned bands from the UK so far, I believe.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, mate.
Perhaps. So we have the EP, The Imaginary Hat by the band Age.
Other way round, sir. You do
I knew
this
that.
every fucking week. Age of Anxiety by the band The Imaginary Hats.
Yes, I tip my imaginary hat to you for getting me correct on that one.
Thank you.
That's quite right.
So, to give you guys a little bit of a background, these...
Weirdest band we've reviewed yet.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of their kind of style, at least, they are a fusion of punk, rock, and 1920s jazz.
Yeah.
Which, straight from the off, colour me intrigued.
Yeah. I was intrigued as soon as I got... So, a few months ago, while we were in our little break, I sent out a message on on a particular page asking for reviews to be done starting in September. Obviously, that didn't happen. And
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I gone did I did.
Oh, fair enough.
I came back to life, did.
So this is album 2 from that lineup. Lots more to come. So yeah, The Age of Anxiety... Oh, fuck my life. I'm getting anxious about this. The Age of Anxiety EP by The Imaginary Hat. Well, kick us off.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So we start off with Pretty Little Features.
Yes.
Now, as you mentioned with the explanation then, I was very intrigued, not really sure what to expect. Pretty Little Features starts off very well.
Yeah.
So it's entirely not something I'd listen to normally. Like,
I think it's fair to say that we should put that out there now,
Yeah.
even just by the description of the band, which is a self-made description on their website.
yeah.
Definitely not something that I think either of us would reach on the shelf for.
No. If someone explained it to me like you just did then, and I wasn't in this high prestige role, I would not listen to it.
Fair enough.
But that's sometimes an issue, as we find out. So yeah, not entirely something I would not listen to, usually, but we always review as well based on skill, not just if we hate something, but it's skillful, we're not going to give it a 0 kind of thing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But yeah, I immediately love the instruments on this.
Yeah, really good.
Good.
Fucking energy, man. It's got real energy to it.
Yep. So the music makes you want to dance pretty well, and move about. The vocal style suits the music very well.
Yeah, 100%. I'll agree. They do a really good job of capturing that sort of old school jazz kind of feel. Yeah, I can imagine it sort of playing through a busted up speaker in a Fallout game, which is good.
Yeah.
Maybe even Bioshock. Bioshock.
So far that song makes me want to write a tick, tick, tick puns. The next song is Tick, Tick, Tick.
Yeah.
And it's more of an... I love my face. It's more of an instrumental track.
Instrumental.
That builds up to become somewhat
instrumental.
Yeah, he's got instrumental. Yeah, it's more instrumental. Fuck my life. Do you want to take the roll for this one? I'll catch up in a sec.
Yeah, sure. So Tick Tick Tick, instantly a little bit similar to the opener, but that means that it shares its good qualities as well, in my opinion. So it's got. I mean, it was obviously different, a little bit less on the kind of straight up energy in your face kind of thing, but it shared the good qualities of being like, yeah, it's upbeat and it's really good. Something feels like it falls a little bit short in comparison to the first one. I couldn't put my finger on that. I listened to it a few times, and couldn't quite understand why I started off listening to the album, even when I knew it was coming. Started off listening to the album thinking like, yeah, this is cool, and then got to the second track and was like, I'm just not feeling it as much. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But it still ticks all the right boxes.
Okay.
Hey.
So this, for me, it's more of an instrumental track. That builds up to become somewhat heavy towards the end. Every member displays pure skill here to create this very unique and rare sound. That's that.
Yeah, I'll agree. I really liked it.
Cool.
It's doing good things for me so far.
So, moving on to track 3, which is Right Side.
Yeah.
This song has a much more trippy feel to it, I found.
Yeah.
I like it, and they definitely put it off, which shows they do well with variety, but I much prefer the upbeat style more.
Yeah.
So for me, it's personally the weakest track on the album, but it's not bad.
We disagree so far then, because I think it's gritty, it's simple, it's effective, and it's instantly, even upon first listen, my favourite so far. Just because it has that darkness to it. I quite liked that. It showcased, like you said, variety, and because I was a little bit worried even by, I mean, it's obviously 5 songs on an EP is too short to really say whether or not something is too similar all the way through, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But after the second song, I was like, okay, it's cool, but I feel like I've already identified with the 1920s jazz side of it. Interestingly enough, in my personal opinion at this point in time, other than perhaps like the drums, arguably, and the kind of style that they're played in, I haven't gotten punk out of this yet.
Okay.
I don't really feel like it's.
I feel it's
fucked the
a
system
vibe
enough.
of punk with the vocals.
I think, yeah. I don't
heavy,
not so
though,
much
not-
with the vocals.
No?
No, because even lyrically, I mean, obviously, it's not supposed to be really. I feel like the vocals are to aid the 1920s jazz feel of it more than anything. I feel like musically, if they wanted to be sort of like incorporate more punk into it, it would probably have to come in the music somewhere. But I wasn't getting a lot of that at this point, apart from the drums, really. Like the upbeat drums and stuff, obviously you'd hear stuff like that in a lot of punk songs.
Yeah.
So, chongs, not punk chongs.
No, punk song.
But I mean, still, yeah, gritty. Right Side is really gritty, simple, effective, and my favourite so far.
Favourite so far. That's funny. Monkey Glands. So when a couple of weeks ago, when I thought we were going to review this last week, and I stuck on a track for a minute.
So this was your introduction.
This was my introduction. I just like, pick one random. Monkey Glands sounds like a cool name.
Yeah.
Didn't like it when I first listened to it.
Really?
And then didn't listen to it again until more recently when we actually going to review them. However, just a minute's not enough sometimes, and I have written that this song is just insane. Especially the closing moments. Not sure if I'm keen on the vocals for this one, but everything is well executed. If they were aiming to make a song that's completely nuts, then they fully succeeded.
Excellent. Yeah, I put sort of went back to the original feel and the energy, which I still really liked. It's fair to say at this point is when I was sort of having the thoughts to myself, like, okay, so this is something that I wouldn't necessarily like reach onto the shelf and pick up for myself. But I think they do well at showcasing a good talent at what they do. The only thing that I didn't like about this really was the monkeys sound effects.
But the closing moments, yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah, well, they did it a little bit earlier in the song as well. Like, it is getting towards the end. But just the actual, like, human-made monkey sound effects. I love monkeys. They're my favourite.
I didn't catch on them human-made.
Yeah. Well, they definitely weren't real monkeys. I'd be surprised if they were real monkeys.
Okay.
But it just sounded like... I mean, if nothing else, I imagine that while that could be fun, at the same time being in the recording booth, having to go, whoop, whoop, is quite just... Nobody needs that.
Okay, fair enough. Shot down flames.
No, the song's still really good.
Gone on, 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 gone on.
Until one of us dies.
Yeah. Until one of us dies is the closing track. Track 5. It's a much slower track, but again, showing the variety of styles and talents. It's a really good song, which includes an out of nowhere style guitar.
Yeah, man.
I say it's an enjoyable track.
And that's where, for me, the same can't be said for the punk, but I definitely got the rock into this, like, straight away. And for me, that's enough of a fusion to be quite appreciative of it. I feel like lyrically apt for me. My guts don't work either, guys. It's okay, but again, it's got kind of a niche feel to it, and that makes me think that are they going to struggle with the longevity of their kind of niche sound? Because it's, like I said, 5 songs is a little too little to not really be able to judge that on. I feel like if I had a whole album, so say 9-10 songs, and I was saying like, yeah, it's kind of got the same sort of feel to it, at what point does that stop becoming like, well, it's gonna, because it's 1920s jazz mixed with rock, that's only gonna sound a certain way, kind of thing? And what point do you stop thinking that and get to a point where you think they need a bit more diversity?
I say overall the album's diverse enough.
Yeah,
It's really out there, like I say, unique and rare.
yeah, it is a niche sound. but I think that they've got really decent creativity in finding it. And it's one of those kind of things where I got to the end of this and thought, okay, if somebody had said to me, like, I'm going to get you listening to 1920s jazz with rock music infused into it, I'd probably be like, you're probably not.
Yeah.
But I got to the end of it and was, really surprised.
So the overall for the overall of the EP is, when I read the genre, I was worried.
Okay.
When I heard the opening few seconds of Monkeylands, I was worried. However, this is actually great. Such versatility in their talents and styles, and I definitely recommend this to anyone looking for more old-fashioned genres of music. It's not something I'd pick up, like I said before. And I want to say I see big things with 800. I think it was 825 likes. They're not huge. They're not that big, even for an unsigned band.
No, but how long have they been going?
Oh, it's the first EP, I believe.
So there you have it.
Yeah, so that's still a good, decent number. It's more than we've got. Pricks. Like our page, I would say, because they're so. I would like to say, I see big things. That's right. I see big things for them, but that's not the case. Not because they're bad. Obviously, I just said they're great. It's because of how niche and how.
So it's not. Is it fair to say that you're unsure whether or not their sound is going to be like widely accessible?
Correct. Yeah, but that's because I don't think many people pick it up. I don't think many people go, I really want to listen to a 1920s jazz punk rock band. I feel like if they picked it up, so obviously with any album, even if we hate it, well, maybe not if we hate it, but with any album that we review good, we obviously urge you guys to check it out. You can find them on Facebook and Twitter and other such places. And their EP is out now to listen to. Follow the link, I believe it's the top link, the pinned post on their Facebook page.
Cool. So my OVR, just definitely think that they achieved like a unique sound. In my opinion, just need a little bit more diversity to keep it going, and maybe that would aid in appealing to a wider audience as well. Mm-hmm. So there'd be perhaps some songs that are more rock dominated with some swingy, jazzy piano over the top or something like that. Like just that kind of level of diversity could help. But then I'm not in the band. I don't know. I don't get much punk from it, but the pace is there, the drums are really good, and I definitely would entertain trying more out as a point of intrigue.
Cool.
100%. So, I recommend.
Yep, so let's give our markings out of 10.
Do you want to go first still, or do you want me to go first?
Go first, don't mind.
Yeah, go for it, Sam.
As mentioned before, and if you haven't seen it before, now I'm mentioning it now, we only do singular numbers, no 0.5s, and once we have said...
Which is a shame, because I would have gone for a 0.5 in this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I may have. This is one of very few. Again, if you watched this before, I am always pretty much stuck till this moment in time in the podcast for me to choose what number between two. However, this one I was pretty set, and this album, EP, gets a big old 7 from Kieran.
Interesting. So, my OVR was stuck between a 6 and a 7, and I also went for 7.
Ah!
So, for the first time since we've been back, we actually agree.
Go team.
Woo! So, cool.
Thank you for letting us review, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys, anyone watching now or in the future, go check out their page on Facebook and
100%.
listen to their album. It's definitely funky.
I really liked it. Cool. And that brings us swiftly to the end of
the only friend in the end. I got more friends. 2 to 6 for our intro. Thanks for joining us at last second, guys. You can go watch this right after it's finished. Now, do you want to bust out the topic?
I do,
the topic
yes.
For next week?
So, we understand that there have been a couple of little technical issues that we've been working through. Thank you very much for your patience, guys. But we feel that we are now in a place where we can let the real fun commence. So, whilst we were away from the screens and from plaguing your ears with beautiful liquid sex, not liquid sex, verbal sex is the one.
That's better.
We decided that it would be interesting to tour the world. Now, we're still going to do that from this sofa, but we are going to talk about bands from different countries, and not even necessarily bands of note, but bands of all shapes and sizes and popularity and What not?
Yep, it's the
Should be
Tour
really
of the
fucking
World
interesting.
series.
Tour of the World.
And what location are we starting in, Rob?
We are going to do the United Kingdom because we're homegrown.
Yeah. Oh, grown at home.
Should be really good.
Garth, Pavey. Girth.
Yes.
So, yeah, the Tour of the World series with the UK starting us off.
Yeah, should be really interesting. We're going to talk about, obviously, some really big bands that have come out of the UK over the years, and some ones that are still with us alive and kicking, some that are just getting their rise now,
Some that are dead.
some that are dead, because
not
Deciphered podcast, we can't not talk about dead people.
No, yeah.
But it should be really fun, and obviously we'll move on to other countries in no particular order. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, is there an order?
No.
No.
That's why I said in no particular order.
What's the face for?
Just because. It's in no particular order.
Okay.
Should be really good.
And the album we're reviewing next week. So we told you, well, we asked you really,
We told you to vote.
to vote between Rob's choice of A Flash Flood of Colour by Enter Shikari and my choice of No Tourist by The Prodigy. And we had a new voting scheme that is rather than just on Facebook and the winner is the winner. We had Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and the winner of each three. We just, well, the most. So if
The winner that dominated the most social platforms.
there we go. That's worded better. So we had
That's something I said in this podcast is I feel like I've just been like words and stuff.
Annoyingly for Instagram, you can only do a 24-hour vote as part of the story. So we figured out that one pretty early, and we fucked up the first one actually. The second one went swimmingly well, and we got one winner of The Prodigy. The second one was Twitter, and that ended in a draw. And the third one, with just one vote in it, was Facebook, and that is No Tourist by The Prodigy. So what we are reviewing is No Tourist by The Prodigy.
Which is a shame, but I'll wait until it's been long enough and then destroy your soul with Enter Shikari.
Yeah, good 2 months at least. And it can't be the same album. And so,
Watch me.
Monday is the next podcast.
Yes,
And that's 2 days before I see Prodigy live, so
it should be interesting.
it should be interesting. Now, thank you for joining us. You can join us on Facebook at facebook.com/Deciphered. I'm not even looking at the page.
I know,
Right.
He's getting good.
YouTube under the name Deciphered. Twitch under the name Deciphered with a lowercase d. Great to my heart. And Instagram at
Because you are a grammar ninja.
I am a butterfly. And you're in my flow, man. Instagram is _Deciphered. SoundCloud is Deciphered, uploaded every Tuesday if you just want to listen to us. And Twitter is at Deciphered.
We'll also be starting on Twintergram, which is a new platform that we invented today. It's going to take off. It's going to do really well.
Yes, sure, it happens now and again. It still feels uncomfortable to this day. And yes, Sophie, I've branched out. This is the first non-Avenged Sevenfold t-shirt I bought.
No fucking
And
way.
it started a trend.
Yeah. You've won like Trivium and...
Yeah, but it's the first time we've seen, which means he doesn't tune in often enough, Sean. Tune in more often.
Yeah.
Go on. And this Thursday on Instagram, we will reveal our reaction video for Friday, where we will release the reaction video.
Well worded, sir.
Yeah.
So basically, reaction video.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Tune in on Friday. If you want to find out who it is earlier than Friday, keep a look on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Like us everywhere. Subscribe!
And buy our merch.
And on that note, I would like to say, Auf Wiedersehen.